Are you listening? Nurse Bass. Beast mode. Grinding. Yeah.
I kind of wish we had a little smaller dog. You want to introduce the group?
Not really.
Why? You're so discriminatory against white dogs. Oh, Lord. I gotta sneeze.
Alright, you ready?
Sure.
Alright, guys. We're back, man. Back with another episode of the Nurse Bass podcast. Got Mrs. Nurse Bass with me again. As you're going to see, we're kind of doing this from two different camera angles. First time ever messing around with this. These dogs are non-stop, man.
They're sneezing.
Non-stop. So, we got on Periscope real quick, and this one shouldn't be too long of a podcast. I'm not sure. You're obviously going to see now, but we got a couple questions from the people on Periscope, and we're going to just answer them. So, Victorishka 007 asked, would you ever want to be a clinical instructor?
Yes, I would ever want to be a clinical instructor if they paid more.
Yeah.
So I guess my clinical experiences in my probably third semester weren't awesome. And so I kind of would just want to give some people like a really good clinical experience. So even when we have students come up to the floor now, I just like to take them under my little wing. Like we had students from like the local college come in.
Hey, fool.
Who are you talking about?
These dogs.
Well, I told you it's because Diamond wanted to be introduced.
Hey, come here. You little douchebag.
Okay.
Come here.
Thanh you.
No, we're still going.
Dr.
You
Bass.
keep talking. Come here.
I will keep talking.
Come here.
So we had some students from the local college come to where I work, and I kind of just, oh jeez, I can't even concentrate on these two. All
Say
right.
something for the people, group.
This is Diamond. She's our love and our child and our baby. Diamond. Oh, hello. Look at how cute.
Oh, this dog's got the fattest belly.
She usually has longer hair, but she's got some skin issues going on right now, so we kind of buzzed her.
All right. Hold the phone there, group.
She's tangled up in his mic.
There we go.
Anyways, back to what I was saying, Bradley.
Clinic instructor.
Clinic instructor, yes. I would love to be a clinical instructor. I just wish that they made more money because they work really hard and they need to make more money. But I like to really be somebody who's going to be there and encourage and direct in a positive way and not just, kind of brush them off to the side because they're students, because they are learning and nurses have been in the student role before. So I just like to make that experience as good for them as they can possibly get. God, you are distracting. This
bounce on the leg.
This one, I just knocked her head into the corner of the counter. Well,
she is like the most accident-prone dog. I swear. Let me get up on this mic. Most accident-prone. What are you doing? She gets clocked upside the head all the time. Whenever she sleeps with us.
Oh, I was gonna
get down. She just got smacked upside the head again.
No, she did not.
Whenever she likes to sleep with us in the bed, she always gets kicked upside the head.
That's because she goes underneath the covers and she's in the way. So you got 4 feet under the covers and she's bound to get knocked in the face.
True.
All right, back to the questions.
And I think I'll answer that. Would I ever like to be a clinic instructor? I think I'd be a dope clinic instructor. What do you think?
I don't know.
Well, look, I get people on this channel all the time that tell me that, the way I explain concepts are really good, and I enjoy it. I enjoy the teaching aspect. Not only is it nice to help people, but it's also helpful for me because I just find if you teach it, if you're able to teach it, you know it. Anyway, but I would like to, but you're right. The pay, that's kind of like a deal breaker.
It's like a teacher pay.
It's a deal breaker.
Nothing's wrong with the teacher pay. They just are underpaid for their service.
There's a lot wrong with a teacher pay.
Well, it is, but there's nothing wrong with being a teacher because of the
there's nothing
pay.
wrong with being a teacher.
If it weren't for teachers, we wouldn't be sitting here.
But, I don't know. I couldn't do it for the pay. I mean, but there's something very attractive about the idea of not being in a hospital for the rest of your life, being in an educational setting. I like the thought of that. Anyway, is it okay to go into the IC unit after passing the boards? This is from @RL 2015. Shout out.
I guess there's nothing wrong with it. I personally wasn't interested in going into the ICU. It's a little too intense for me, hence intensive care unit. But no, there's nothing wrong with it. I feel like if that's what you want to do and that's something that you're passionate about and interested in, this dude over here thinks he wants to go into the ICU, so obviously I can't say no to the question. Obviously you're itching to say something.
Look at these gains, man.
What are you talking about?
Look at all these gains I'm getting over here.
What are you
guys.
talking about?
Look at
Okay, whatever. We're talking about the question. You're being rude. Yes, it's okay to go into the ICU.
Man.
Some hospitals don't permit it. Others have special programs for new graduates to go into the ICU. So I guess it just depends on what you want to do and what your hospital has to offer.
Look, man. Is it okay to go into the ICU after passing the boards?
Yeah.
Yes, it's okay, man. When people tell you you have to go into med-surg, you have to go into it.
I was told you had to go into med-surg.
Get your feet wet.
You should go into med-surg.
Get immersed in that before you go anywhere else. I think that's baloney.
I don't agree.
Is it beneficial to go into med-surg? Would you be better off for it? Yeah, probably. But can you go elsewhere without going the med-surg route first?
Yeah, you can.
Yes,
a lot of
you
people
can.
do it.
And can you be successful? She just said a lot of people do it. And can you be successful? Yes, you can. So don't feel like you have to do it. But if you're somebody who isn't necessarily comfortable with the work, especially as a new grad, you probably wouldn't be comfortable. But
some people are.
But if you know the ICU is where I want to be, that's what I want to do with my life as my career in nursing, you better go do that. Especially if you get an offer. If you get an offer, son, you know what? I had somebody tell me one time, if you get an offer to go into an ICU right out of nursing school, and that's what you want to do, decline it and get med-surg first.
No.
They said that. No. They said decline it.
Well, that's just not good advice.
I was like,
That's not good advice.
I don't know about all that, dog. Anyway.
Okay.
All right. Would your wife or you ever consider becoming a nurse practitioner?
Yeah, I would consider becoming a nurse practitioner. I don't know when it would happen or anything like that. I haven't really pursued into the knowledge of that yet. I haven't started looking at it. Brad over here wants to do some stuff. You're getting on my nerves.
Look at them gains.
Stop.
Poke that one time.
No. God, I live with this. Anyway, yes, I would consider becoming a nurse practitioner because I like... I don't know, I just like having all that knowledge, and being a nurse kind of gets you ready for that anyway. You just have a little bit of extra school, a little extra responsibility. And I feel like the nurse practitioner role is going to become kind of a greater career field because I feel like they're trying to get rid of having to pay the doctors, and you still right now need to be overseen by a physician if you are a nurse practitioner, but at least where we live. And I feel like they're going to overtake the whole thing. Like, you're going to get rid of some doctors, and nurse practitioners are going to be more prominent, but I think they're going to revamp the entire nurse practitioner curriculum to where you can become like an independent, on your own, practicing physician type thing. But yes, I would want to do that. Not right this minute.
Do you think that has something to do with the reason why they're revamping up towards doctorate degrees as opposed to
it could be
masters?
Possible. Ooh.
Well, as far as I go, would I ever do nurse practitioner? Yeah, I could see myself doing that. You know, I have a slight pet peeve, and I've been guilty of doing this. I'm sure you have. I'm sure we all have. And this is sort of off topic, but when people are asked, what do you want to do with your career in nursing? People who are in nursing school or people who are doing prereqs. And people are like, yeah, man, you know, I want to go on and be a CRNA.